this is what I've learned from my coach, actually. So she said, okay, what if you did know? What if you did know? It's a game changer, you guys, because your brain does know. And it did. I went, oh, okay, what if I did know? I came in here, I sat down, I started brainstorming some ideas. Guess what? My third podcast, we're done. You can do the same thing with staying on plan. What if you did know how? Hello, friends, and welcome to the Honeycast. I have a question for you today. This is kind of like back to the basics of Trim Healthy. What if you just focused on staying on plan? That's a thought. That's a question. What if your focus was just to stay on plan and you weren't focusing on the scale? You weren't focusing on the weight loss and how fast or slow you're getting there, or what you don't like about it, or what's not working for you, or what's too hard, or all of the thoughts. Life is happening. I can't make all the things. What if you just focused on staying on plan? I think that's a very simple tactic that if you put your brain to work on just that, it could probably come up with some pretty amazing things for you specifically to stay on plan. So think about that. What do I need to do to just stay on plan? That's a great question to ask yourself. For some of you, it's going to be more of a mindset. It's going to be more that you make a decision, that you quit doubting, that you quit complaining, that you quit making excuses, that you make a quality decision. Oh, I'm just going to stay on plan. Let me give myself 1 week here. I'm just going to focus 1 week. Or maybe you back it up. Maybe it's even 1 day. That might even be easier. Although I do think that we do need to get ready for ourselves for the week. And so if you're not really thinking ahead, you may not be able to have the food that you need. One thing I'm going to say is this. I hear a lot of people kind of complain about how much work it is to stay on plan, and it's just easier, just to eat off plan and to go with the flow and eat the standard American diet. No matter what we're doing, it's always going to be work. No matter what we're doing, it's always going to be work to take care of our body, to feed our body the food. It's going to be work in that if we're just going with the flow, the work is going to be to mitigate the problems that we have when we're eating whatever we want to, like weight gain and pre-diabetes and feeling bad and inflammation and lack of sleep and all those things. Or it may just be hard on the front end of shifting your mindset to a can-do mindset instead of a this is too hard or can't do. So for some of us, it's just making a decision. Okay, this week I'm going to stay on plan. That's my focus. I'm not going to worry or think about or really focus on anything else. I might, get my movement in. And if you already have some things in place, absolutely keep doing those habits. But with your food, what if you're like, I'm just going to stay on plan? Now, second, what do you need to set yourself up for success? What do you need? Some people are going to want to have some desserts made for themselves or figure out a sweet treat because they really like the sweets. Some people are going to need to figure out, how am I going to get enough protein in, because they're not getting enough protein. Some people are going to have to figure out, what e-meal can I have? That takes so much thought. S-meals are a lot easier, right? E-meals a little bit harder. You got to think through it. And our brain doesn't want to do hard things. It doesn't want to think through it. But we can do that. You can totally do that. Some of you are going to need to come up with your snacks because you're running around, you get out and about, you either skip meals or you start eating junky food because you haven't prepared for your snacks. Some of you are going to need to decide what you're going to have for breakfast. And even eat breakfast. Some of you are not eating breakfast. So wherever you are, I would like for you to think about, what do you need to do to set yourself up for success to be on plan all week long? Then I want you to plan a time that you get your food ready. You get your groceries ordered. You get your snacks put together. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Our brains will tell us that it's going to take a lot of time. I don't have hours to be in the kitchen. I don't have this ingredient. And then we just get derailed. But I'm telling you, it does not take a lot of time, especially if you give yourself a certain amount of time. Whatever amount of time that you're giving yourself, that's the amount of time it will take. So for me, I'm an hour and a half girl. I have an hour and a half, and most of the time it doesn't even take me an hour and a half. And some of the things that I do to get ready for my week to stay on plan would be this: on Saturday or Sunday, or maybe even Monday night while I'm making dinner, if I don't get to it on the weekend. So have a backup plan. If it doesn't happen Sunday, it's going to happen Monday night. have that backup plan. Plan B. I will make a couple of things, kind of staples for the week so that I can throw together a meal at any time. What I do is I do an E, a carbohydrate, and that might be brown rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, lentils, navy beans, whatever. I'll do 1 or 2 E sources per week. Make them ahead of time so that they're resistant starches when you cool them and heat them again. And they're ready. They're in the fridge. Just pull it out. I also cook up some type of protein. A lot of times I just throw it on the grill and I'm cooking up several different types of lean protein. Or I have fish ready for me. I am a huge fish eater. I love fish. And I'll have 3 pieces in my refrigerator. I will cook them up. And I don't cook them all the way because I don't love overcooked fish. I cook them up just when they're kind of rare. And then I keep them in my fridge and I will pull them out and have that as well. So I have a protein. I have a carbohydrate source. And I have what I call the veggie hack. My veggie hack, I either roast veggies or I saute them in chicken broth. My favorite veggies, just non-starchy veggies, or maybe even I add some starchy veggies if I want to add it to a carbohydrate meal. So I always have veggies. A new thing I've been doing is I cook those veggies, but then I take 3 other veggies. I use my chopper and I chop them up and put ACV and salt. And I keep them in a little container and I eat them with my breakfast. I eat them with my lunch. I'm getting raw veggies that are going to help me feed my gut microbiome. It's going to help slow down my blood sugar. It's going to help give me the vitamins, nutrients, all the things that I need. So that's just there. It's in the fridge. I can just pull it out. And those are some things, those are all right there. I can make S meals. I can make E meals. I can make crossovers. And it's just easy because it's in there. Another thing is some of you may do well if you go ahead and mix up your smoothie ingredients. If you're a smoothie person, like I said, I do have a kefir smoothie every day, but it takes me 3 minutes to throw it together. It really does. I do protein powder, baobab, some mushrooms, adaptogens, and kefir. I mean, it doesn't take me 3 minutes to do that. So for me, making the smoothies ahead of time isn't that helpful. I'm not a big sweet person either. So if I do want something sweet, I'm going to grab a Lily's chocolate. I've got Lily's chocolate in there. I have had a whole bar in there. It's been in there forever. The way I kind of get my sweet fix is I love fruit, and I'll do fruit and Greek yogurt or fruit and cottage cheese or fruit and nuts or something like that for afternoon snack. The other thing that I like to do is just think through what snacks I want for the week. So this week I've got fermented cottage cheese, and I like to put a squeeze of lemon, a teaspoon of essentials, and berries. It is so sour. It is so lovely. I'm getting my protein. I'm getting my fiber. I also could throw some baobab in there if I feel like getting the baobab canister down. Another snack that I really enjoy is Greek yogurt with cherries and a little drizzle of almond butter and a few nuts. Now that's going to be it's going to be an E. And if I use too much almond butter or too many nuts, it's going to take it over into a slight crossover, but that's okay because I'm eating whole foods. I'm eating healthy. And then I theme my dinners. That way I don't have 52,000 recipes that I can choose from. So Monday night is Italian. Tuesday night is taco or burrito bowl or some kind of Mexican. Wednesday night is crock pot or instant pot. Thursday is going to be a skillet meal, or sometimes we grill. Friday, we just usually do pizza. We've got football on Friday. I will either make a trim healthy pizza for me, and then I will buy pizza from Costco for the kids. I always have lettuce in there to make a salad. It's already chopped up, and I get spring mix. So I can very easily throw a salad together really quick, cut up a cucumber or tomato, and throw whatever I want to protein on there. Super easy. It's already there in the fridge. It's not like I have to go make a 15-minute salad. Some people do well with making the make-ahead salads. I love those recipes. There's a wonderful recipe in the Trim Healthy Facebook group. It gives you 3 different kinds of salads, an E, a fuel pull, and an S. Go check it out. It's so great and so easy. You make all of those at one time, and then you've got 3 salads for the week. Another thing to set yourself up for success would be some of you need to run out of the house first thing in the morning. Have a make-ahead breakfast. Something like the waffles or pancakes, make a bunch of them, freeze them. Easiest breakfast casserole, overnight oats, chia seed pudding. And if you are low in protein, add some essentials on the side or add optimized protein powder with almond milk on the side. Quick. I just don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but I am very intentional when I get in the kitchen. When you do get in the kitchen, why don't you go ahead and just whip up a few things at one time? So say you're getting in to make, like Monday night, I made a pasta dish. I had Dreamfields pasta. I had lean meat that I added simply ragu pasta sauce. And in the pasta sauce, I took frozen veggies with chicken broth and I whizzed them up in my NutriBullet and I added it to the pasta sauce. So I've got all those veggies in there that nobody can see, frozen veggies. I had a salad. I had some sourdough bread on the side for the family, or if I wanted that as well. And I always have to have some kind of veggie. I mean, Crowder peas does not really go with the Italian meal, but that's what I had because I went to the farmer's market. While I was making all of that up, you guys, I went ahead and I browned several pounds of meat for the rest of my week. So I knew I was going to have tacos one night. So I got that done. The other thing I did was I just chopped up, I got veggies. I used my chopper and I made my little veggie salad already. I did 2 extra things that didn't take me any time at all. So just giving you guys ideas of how you can set yourself up for success to stay on plan. That's our goal. And then lastly, I will say, have some type of plan for yourself. Pick 3 breakfasts to rotate. Pick 3 or 4 lunches ahead of time. Go ahead, theme your dinner. Think about your snacks. This really doesn't take that much time. It feels hard at the beginning because you're like, I don't know what to do. But ask your brain, what if I did know what to do? That's exactly what I did today with these podcasts that I'm recording. So I had an idea for recording these podcasts and I wanted to do something on intermittent fasting, but I'm just not quite ready to do that yet because I'm still gathering a lot of information and I really want to be thorough with that conversation. But I'm needing to get my podcast done. And so my brain kept spinning on, I don't know what I want to talk about today. I don't know. My brain kept spinning. And this is what I've learned from my coach, actually. So she said, okay, what if you did know? What if you did know? It's a game changer, you guys, because your brain does know. And it did. I went, oh, okay, what if I did know? I came in here, I sat down, I started brainstorming some ideas. Guess what? My 3rd podcast, we're done. You can do the same thing with staying on plan. What if you did know how? What if you did know what to eat? What if you did know how to create an e-meal? What would that look like? So I challenge you to focus on just staying on plan and take the steps to get yourself set up for success. Let me know how you do.